Hi guys, welcome to this tutorial. In this one we are going to learn how to create our own custom hooks in React, and in order to demonstrate that I'm going to use the useState hook. So I'm going to say import useState right from React. So this is what we want to start with, and once we import this, let's actually try to use it inside our app function. So here I'm just going to say const right, and we'll actually maintain a counter and a function which is going to help us update the counter, which we'll call it as set counter, right? And in here we can say that we want to use useState and the initial value should be 0, right? And I'm going to hit save to this, and we need a button which is actually going to help us increment this count. So I'm going to say we have a button, and on click of this button what we want to do is we want to increment the count. So on click, let's say we will call a function called increment counter. Now let's actually go ahead and define this function. So I'm going to say const increment counter, and in here I'm using an arrow function. So here we have the arrow, and in here I'm going to use the set counter function, which is going to help us update the value of counter, and it should be counter plus 1. So basically initially the value was 0, and then it's going to become 1, 2 and so on. This is what the increment counter is used for. Now this is just a normal hook that we are using directly inside of app, right? Let's actually check this out. And the button is right now not visible, so let me actually give it a name called increment, right? And I'm going to close our button. So I'm going to say button so that I can close it. Now let me hit save. I'm also going to move this button inside of header because header actually displays items to the center. So let me hit save, and yeah, we have our increment button here. And in order to see the value of the count, let me also include another tag. So let me say span tag, and in here I'm going to display whatever is the current value of counter. So I can just say counter and let me hit save. So right now the counter is 0, and every time I click on it the value of count is going to increase, right? So counter basically increments. Now the same thing, let's say we want to create a custom hook to do this. Instead of directly using our use state here, we want to create a custom hook, right? In order to do that, let's first create a file which is going to be our custom hook, right? So inside of src I'm going to add another file, and this one, since it's a hook, right, all of the hooks start with this use keyword, right? So use state, use effect, use ref and so on. So here the file I'm going to name it accordingly, and this one is the use counter hook, right? This is our own hook, we can name it anything, but it's a good convention to start it with use. So, and in here all we need to do is define a function which is basically going to contain all of our logic along with the React hook. I'm going to say const use counter, right? This is the hook that we want to create. This will be our custom hook, and this is basically just like a normal arrow function, and all of our logic, whatever we have in app.js, we can basically copy paste it to our use counter hook. So I'm gonna cut all of this. We don't need it anymore inside of our app component. We can go to our use counter hook and paste all of our logic here. Now since we are using use state, we also need to import use state, and we don't need it here anymore. So I'm gonna cut this as well, and I'm gonna paste the same thing here. Now for app.js to actually get access to our use counter hook, we need to actually export this function, right? So here we can say export const use counter, right? And what does this use counter function do? It basically has some functionality, but it doesn't return anything. If we can return this increment counter, we can use it in app.js, right? So from here, let's actually return an object, and inside of this object we need both the counter as well as the increment counter function. So I'm going to say increment counter as well as the counter. So these are the two values. So this is basically the function, and this is the value that we want to export and want to use it in app.js. So we can say import, and what we want to import is basically use counter, and we want to import it from basically the file which is use counter, right? You can hit save, and now you can start using this use counter. And in order to use it, it's just a function, right? So how do we invoke a function? We basically use parentheses. So this is how I can invoke my hook. And also, what does my function return? it returns two values, which is increment counter and counter, right? And we are basically returning an object. So we'll use destructuring to obtain these two values inside of app.js. So here we can say that we are basically invoking this function, and the return value of this is an object. So I can say, I can use the object notation. And what are the values that we want to use? One thing we want to use is the increment counter function and the counter variable, right, which is stored in state. And now we are basically getting an error that we have not done any default export. So when we directly import something, right, we need to actually do a default export. So we should be saying export default const use counter, but since you've not used the default keyword, this is basically a named export. And when we are doing a named export, we need to basically include it in flower brackets. The reason is we could be exporting multiple things, right? So we need to import it by name. So this is a named import. So I'm going to say use counter, and now this should basically work. So let me try to increment and see. Yes, this works. And now since our use counter is nothing but just a function, it can also take parameters. So let's say instead of directly initializing initial value to 0, we'll be passing the initial value from here. So let me say 3. This should be the initial value of our counter. And just like taking normal arguments, I can say that I'm going to receive the initial value here, and this is going to be the initial value for my use state. And now we can see that the initial value has basically changed to 3, right? So we can pass arguments and we can receive arguments just like normal functions. One another thing that we can notice here is this: when we are doing a return statement, we are basically returning an object, right? So this is an object. So when we are using this hook, we are using the object notation to destructure what we like. Similarly, if in our hook we had an array, so let me change this to array notation, right? I'm going to hit save, and in here what I need to do is, instead of doing destructuring of an object, we are doing destructuring of an array. And let me hit save. So this is also going to work, right? Depends on how you want your particular custom hook to be, right? How you like to export it. So that is up to you. I generally use the object notation. Now let's do a quick recap of everything that we need to do to create a custom hook. In order to create a custom hook, all you need to do is whatever React hook that you want to use, you can import it inside of your custom hook file, and from there you can create a normal arrow function, and that arrow function will basically have a return statement. That return statement will return whatever you want to export to your app.js or any other file that you like. And from there you can basically use destructuring and get the values that you want to use. And in order to initialize the hook, you can initialize it just like calling a normal function, and you can also pass it arguments.